everyone, and welcome to MNL Talks, presented by MassageMNL and the MNL Today is a fun episode that would really help parents. And as they say, the first few years is a formative year, and it's very important that we aid our children with what they need. Today, we will be talking about intentional teaching, and we will learn about how we can help our children learn and how we can teach them basic knowledge and even life skills. This pandemic has been challenging for many parents, and homeschooling could be a little difficult for most of us. So today's guests will be answering some of your questions to help you throughout your parenting journey. Today's episode is presented to you by Ogalala, Crayola, Melissa and Dog, Pigeon Philippines, CoveX, and Chihuahua Cosmetics. So please don't forget to follow the social media pages of our sponsors. All of that are flashed on your screen. So don't forget to like their and follow their pages so you guys can win exciting prizes for today. So first, of course, we have our guests who will help us throughout this hour of chikahan. And syempre, para hindi naman tayo lonely, we have our expert support today. We have Fairh de Ocampo Golapa, LPT, MAED, Homeschool, Global Middle East. Ayan. Hi, Teacher Faye!
Hi! Hello everyone! Good afternoon sa mga nanonood from Middle East and good evening sa mga nasa Pilipinas. I am so happy to be here para makichika sa inyo.
Yes, actually guys, si Teacher Faye nasa Dubai siya. So, international level tayo for today. Ayan. And I think si Teacher Faye can teach us some differences on how learning is from there compared to the Philippines. And later on, we can talk about all that. And of course, we have another one who will join us for today. And of course, it's MassageMNL's very own. Ayan, si Justine Nigo, LPT, and of course, she is the founder and gumagawa ng Circle Time with Teacher Justine. Hi, Teacher Justine!
Hi everyone! Hello Sky! Hello Teacher Faye! Thank you for having me here and maulang gabi po sa inyong lahat from the Philippines and hello po sa mga nanonood sa Dubai.
Ang taray nung may nag-hello tayo. Diba? Para tayong Eat Bulaga. Eat Bulaga!
Pinractice natin yung kanina.
Oo nga eh. So hi everyone who's watching here on the MassageMNL and MNL.com Facebook pages. And of course, to our friends watching in the Middle East and here in the Philippines. So please don't forget to follow all our sponsors so you guys can get a chance to win some of the amazing prizes that we have. And of course, kung meron kayong mga tanong for our experts for today, please don't forget to leave a comment on this Facebook Live session and we will try to get to them later on. So I think we should siguro basic na tinatanong ng mga magulang ngayon. What age is the ideal age to start formal schooling? Teacher Justine or Teacher
Ako
Faith?
ba? Teacher Faith na yan.
Okay, so kasi before sa atin, 'di ba, we can skip kinder and proceed to grade 1. But as per DepEd guidelines ngayon, kinder is now a prerequisite to grade 1. So kinder should be 5 years old. By may certain dates din yan eh. By August 31, your child should be 5 years old and that's the time that they can enroll in kinder. And we also have nursery and then PT, which is a preparation for kindergarten. But the ideal to start formal schooling is 5 years old. Kinder is now a prerequisite to grade 1, yes.
Okay. Kasi di ba parang ibang parents, ang ginagawa nila is if their child is younger than 5, ini-enroll nila yung mga anak nila as saling kit-kit. You guys know that? Yung term na yon. It's ideal for kids to join classes earlier than 5 years old.
Yeah, that's okay. It's because it depends on the parents. If they want their they want their kids to go into school or teach at home, nursery and PK is a preparation for kinder. But for school records, kinder yung prerequisite to grade 1. So regardless you take nursery or pre-kinder, they will still make sure that your child is 5 years old and is in kinder or as enrolled in kinder level.
Pero how do I know if my child is ready for school?
Okay, so how do you know if your child is ready for school? Um, well, holistic development, right? Teacher Justine, you know that
Yes.
hindi lang isang area natin tinitingnan if the child is ready. So when we say holistic development, maraming sakop to intellectual, physical development,
Language, social.
language, social and emotional. So para malaman natin if the child is capable of facing the challenges of everyday life, right? So more than knowing the alphabet and the numbers, importante
It's
din na the child can follow instructions, can be independent, like, they can do tasks with minimal assistance na and can interact with adults and peers. Kasi in school, like how many kids, Teacher Justine, di ba? 10 kids or I used to handle 17 kids and one teacher and an assistant, right? So,
yes.
yun. So, it will be helpful kapag yung bata, when they go to school, they can do tasks now with minimal
Yeah.
assistance and they are, at least independent.
Yeah,
And
and just to add with that lang din, 'di ba? As a parent kasi you would see kayo mismo firsthand you would see if your child is ready. 'Di ba? No one can tell you if your child is ready or not. Only you can actually tell if your child is ready. So, tingnan nyo, of course, 'di ba, you would actually assess naman if she is emotionally stable. I mean, like, is she ready ba? What will, parang kasi with preschool or with kids kasi, yung mga anong tawag doon, yung problem solving nila is as simple as, how do I make friends? Do I say hello? Or do I deadma the kid? 'Di ba? Ganun yung mga umaano ng mga kids eh. It's different from adults talaga. So, yun, it's only you who can really know if your child is ready.
yeah. And I would wanna add also na because this is a big change then for kids eh. It's a transition, diba? So help them transition also. So you prepare your child as they transition. So usually in preschool, we spend yung first weeks namin, 2 weeks, ganyan, reading stories about first day of school, what do you expect, what do kids do at school, then we practice the do's and don'ts. So at least the kids will have a big picture of how is it like. So maybe they can do that at home as well. The parents can prepare their child as they transition to, going to school.
Yes. But
Kailangan
then,
ba
kasi
yung mga kids, kailangan
sorry.
ba yung mga kids when they start school, they know na all the alphabets, all the colors, all the shapes, yung mga stuff, basic knowledge like that, kailangan ba alam na nila yon?
I think familiar, yes. But then if
Okay.
master, no. Because that's the job of the teacher, or parang that's our goal nga 'di ba? That's the reason why you're putting your child in school, is for them to learn. So kung expected, if you practice na at home, okay, that's good, that's great, 'di ba? Pero no pressure for the parents, because ang dami talagang parents ngayon na who gets pressured 'Di ba, na parang, alam ko
Yes.
hindi mawawala sa mga parents yung comparing, yung mga ganon. So, yun, as a preschool teacher or as a learning advisor talaga, na parang, ang lagi naming sinasabi is, don't be pressured with those things. Kasi 'di ba, kaya nga there's such thing as we call formal schooling 'Di ba? So talagang just enjoy lang the time, the now, the present.
Ayun, kasi I actually agree with Teacher Justin. Kasi ako, myself, since I have a 2-year-old, parang pag nakikita ko yung mga other parents posting about, oy, marunong na yung anak ko ng all the alphabets, all the colors, kanya parang ako, so, bakit kaya yung anak ko hindi pa siya magaling? So, ayun din yung worries ng mga parents ngayon. Kasi nga, syempre, when we try to teach our kids din naman at home, hindi naman 24/7 na we can do that then. So, talagang umaasa rin kami sa mga teachers and professionals to do that for us. Which leads me to my next question. How can I be involved in my child's learning? Or do we need to enroll or follow a certain curriculum?
Sige. Siguro sa how can I be involved in my child's learning muna tayo. First things first is that you need to know talaga ano yung learning style ng anak mo and ano yung interest ng anak mo. Okay. With mga toddlers kasi, with kids, it's easier talaga actually to teach them. Bakit? Kasi, everything, you can integrate everything. When we say integrate, di ba, parang you put different parts together in one topic. Di ba? So, yun, kunin mo yung interest ng anak mo and then alamin mo yung learning style niya. Kasi there are kids talaga who are kinesthetic, which means they like moving, they are auditory, they like hearing, di ba? Or merong iba yung visual. Like ako, I'm very visual. So gusto ko yung nakikita ko. Kahit wag mo nang sabihin, pakita mo sa akin, magigets ko, ganon. So kids are like that also. So yun, you should know first para at least ikaw din as a parent, you don't get frustrated na bakit yung anak ko hindi ako sinusunod, ganyan-ganyan. Kasi doon pumapasok eh. So, you have to level with your child's capabilities din. 'Di ba? Kasi syempre as a parent, you have goals. This is what I want, this is what I wanna do, etc. But also, you have to be sensitive din doon sa level ng bata. Kasi, hello, parents are how old? 30 years old, 40 years old, and then your child is how old? 1.8, 2 years old, 3 years old. Kumbaga parang you have to be sensitive din naman sa kanila na parang on how they would also learn things. Diba? Parang you have to, hindi ko sinasabi na babaan mo yung standards. What I'm trying to say is, you have to parang, alam mo yun, alamin mo rin asaan siya. So you can, you can help your child grow and enjoy learning. Diba?
Yes, having said that, the learning style kasi, it also can change over time. So, the best thing that you can also do is to evaluate and discuss with your kids what works best. You can ask questions, you ask feedbacks sa mga anak ninyo like, did you like what we did? Or what else do you want to try next time? So, in that way, makikita nyo din kung ano like sabi ni Teacher Justine, kung ano talaga yung interest ng mga bata. So, ang feedback is not just coming from the parents, but also you ask your child. Kasi sila yung nag-aaral, sila yung natututo, diba? So, it's nicer if you could also ask them those questions. Like, what do you like the best? Which one did you not like? Or how else can be improved? And things like that. And work on your child's interest, yes.
Yes. Pero doon sa do we need to enroll and follow a curriculum? So, ako, ang stand ko with this, di ba, as a preschooler, the books or the curriculum is actually a guide for the parents. Di ba? Para alam mo, ano yung mga i-expect mo when you put your school in informal schooling. Di ba? Whether that's homeschooling or preschool na, alam mo yon. So, curriculum is just a guide. Diba? So, I think Teacher Faith can elaborate on that.
Oh, yes, that's correct. Curriculum is a guide. There you will see kasi the key competencies that your child should know at a certain, level. Diba? So, kung importante na may curriculum. But then, of course, curriculum and then knowing your child's interest and learning style, dito pumapasok yung you have to also determine kung ano yung way mo na ituturo yung nasa curriculum. So the curriculum will be your basis of what to teach, but then the way you teach the lessons there in the curriculum, madedepende yan kung ano yung learning style ng anak mo or kung ano yung interest niya. Like for example, ang lesson na presented in the curriculum is learning about the letter S. Okay, so ang nandun sa guide would be like, do the worksheet. But, napansin mo na umiiyak na yung bata kasi ayaw niya talagang sagutan yung worksheet niya, hindi niya matapos. But you know that your child's learning style is, let's say, kinesthetic. So, movements yan, diba? So, instead of forcing your child to finish the worksheet, what can you do is pwede ka siguro lagay ka ng letter S dun sa floor niyo using masking tape, ganyan. Tapos let your child run around the letter S while pretending to be a train. Tapos nandun siya sa railroad, diba? Or maybe you could gather objects na nagsastart sa letter S, tapos you put in one corner of the room, tapos you let your child stand on the other corner and then play I spy with my eyes, ganyan. Tapos describe an object and the child would run and get this, letter S. So, same topic, the teaching about the letter S, but the way you teach it, the way you present the lesson, nadidepende because you're considering your child's learning style and also their interest. Right?
Yun, magandang tips yun kasi nga, may mga batang mahilig sa books, di ba? So they learn from reading it and looking at it, di ba? Tapos may mga bata, for me kasi Astrid is very active eh. Ayaw niya nung matagal siyang, nasa libro lang. Mas gusto niya yung nagbabike outside, yung mga ganon na tumatakbo. So ayun, that's a very good tip on how we can integrate yung curriculum on yung mga routine na ginagawa namin daily. And I think yun din yung nahihirapan yung mga parents ngayon. Kasi syempre, when you're younger, ang tendency is you have a shorter attention span. So, yun yung challenge for many parents. So, paano ba namin tuturuan yung anak namin kung ayaw naman nila na just to sit there and, study. Katulad nung kinalakihan natin din na naaalala natin on how we learned, di ba, from school na nakaupo kayo, tas may teacher, gano'n. Tapos ngayon, ako, ay naisip ko tuloy, paano ba ako natuto when I was younger? So, ito for me, question lang to for me. What are the age-appropriate learnings na pwedeng gawin ng mga bata at home na kahit wala sa curriculum? Ano yung mga parang simple everyday tasks na pwedeng gawing learning opportunity for parents at home?
Sige, ako muna.
Sige.
Ako muna. Unahan. Game pala to. Joke. So, for me, I think it's just being really intentional on how you want to teach your child. Kasi in terms of teaching them, there are a lot of things that you can actually teach them. Hindi mo kailangan ng curriculum. Basic life skills lang, 'di ba? For as simple as nagluluto ng bigas. Hindi ba? Which is we do that every day. So how can you teach your child or how can you involve your child in cooking or magsaing? 'Di ba? So you teach them, 'di ba? Bigas, saan nanggaling yung bigas, or texture, 'di ba? So you just really have to be intentional in teaching. Kasi ang na-notice ko rin with kids, 'di ba? Parang sa mommy when they ask something, do this. Sasabihin natin, do this please, 'di ba? And then we show them. But while we show them, don't forget to also explain. Kasi with kids, this is how they actually learn, di ba? This is actually how they process things eh. So by the next time you do it again, may idea na siya. And when she fails to do it correctly, syempre nagsispill, mali yung hello, you don't expect naman a child to saing by herself, di ba? But then by the next time na she do it, she has an idea. And she would actually, if magkaroon ng konting mali, she would actually have an idea on how to fix it. Diba? So with kids, kasi ganun it's just really being intentional on what you feed your child or what you teach your child. It doesn't really need to be, I need this a lot of materials, I need this ganto, ganyan, ay ganto ginagawa niya. Hindi. What works in your house, diba? You can be intentional in teaching that. Kasi different kids naman have different pacing din eh. Diba? So they have different learning style. So, yun. So, if sa bahay lang, like right now, pandemic, ang dami. Like, kunyari, folding the bed. Yung kumot nila, fixing their bed, as simple as that. Diba? Marami silang matututunan with that. So, it's just really being intentional in what you teach or what you show.
Yes, that's correct. And also, ang akala kasi natin, when we teach the concepts, laging through the book, through the curriculum that we have. Pero, hindi natin alam na yung like sinasabi ni Teacher Justine na mga activities at home that you and your child can do. Pwede na natin i-integrate din dito yung mga concepts na pwede natin ituro. Like for example, anong tawag doon? Segregate ng mga laundry. Diba? Parang yung mga
colors.
Pagsamasamahin mo, yung mga colors, pagsamasamahin mo. So, kumbaga, nakagaan pa sa mommy na may anong tawag nila doon? Inisa-isa yung mga, yung damit. And at the same time, naturuan mo pa na sorting yung bata. And also yung even that as simple as kung sa kusina, yun, pwede kayong mag-try to make your own pancake. And in that activity, mag-enjoy. And at the same time, marami kang pwedeng i-integrate na lessons doon na minsan iisip lang natin, na makikita lang natin yung mga konsepto na to dun sa books or curriculum na sinusunod natin. But the things that I can actually do at home, you can integrate those concepts, mga academic concepts.
Okay, speaking of learning at home, what is the primary role of parents in homeschooling? What if they have no background in teaching or hindi talaga yun yung strength nila? How do we build confidence? Meron ba tayong mga kailangan i-prepare na mga paraphernalias natin for homeschooling like books, lectures, or do we attend workshops? Paano ba tayo magpe-prepare for homeschool?
I think right now, given with the pandemic, syempre nag-adjust din talaga lahat. Unlike kasi before, there are free classes, you get to join. Di ba, alam mo yun, punta kayo preschool, alam mo yung mga gymboree, kinder music, di ba, dala-dala yung kids mo dyan. So that's where the kids started. But right now kasi wala eh. Di ba? So paano nga? So I think it's best right now, ang daming groups online. Diba? There's homeschoolers of the Philippines, pwede ang bata, all parents throwing questions, what they do, etc. So, for starters, diba, you can join those groups, diba? Para at least if you have concerns, you can ask or paano nyo to ginawa, ganyan. There's nothing wrong with asking. And then, of course, syempre, as a parent, we don't really need to say this, eh, diba? Parang you yourself, you educate yourself, you read, diba? How do I do this? Diba? Everything is online, so we read eh. 'Di ba? But yun, just make sure lang na it's aligned with the kid. 'Di ba? It's aligned with the interest of the child. Kasi minsan it's overwhelming. Pinterest pa lang. Ako favorite ko si Pinterest. I check everything sa Pinterest. Anong lesson lagay mo sa Pinterest, ganyan lalabas. So you just really have to align lang din and work with your child. 'Di ba? You don't parang separate your child in preparing what you want to teach them eh. You involve them. 'Di ba? Alam ko mahirap for parents kasi syempre dagdag oras pa pag yung bata sumali ganyan, 'di ba? Lalo na pag very busy yung parent, parang they'd rather, prepare everything and then give it. But then the beauty of this age kasi talaga is being present at the moment. 'Di ba? Kasi they will never be 2 years old forever. They are not 3 years old forever. Hindi eh. So talagang, while preparing, try to involve them. Kasi yun eh, by involving them, it creates, alam mo yun, yung love tank ng bata na full eh. So parang, oh my gosh, I love my mommy. 'Di ba? Parang, yun eh. But then, kasi, yun yung mga naririnig ko from the parents before na parang, feeling ng mommy, they're not doing enough. Kasi nga, nasa bahay lang sila. But when the child talks to someone, or to their teacher, maiiyak ka. Kasi grabe talaga na, iba yung perspective ng bata eh. Sasabihin ng bata is, my mommy prepared this for me.
Yes.
Oh, diba? Ganun eh. So, sobra, even the dads. So, talagang minsan, sometimes you just really, as adults, diba, we just really have to check our self, our hearts, diba? Why are we doing this? And how can we do this better? Kasi, syempre with kids, they're very clingy. Diba? So, it really takes time to have them around to finish things. But then, diba, sometimes you just really have to, step back, give 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and let them do it with you. Diba?
Yes. You learn together with your child. And yun nga, tama. I agree with Teacher Justine. Sometimes we think we are superhumans, diba? Yung parang kapag I'm homeschooling my child, parang feeling mo lahat, you can do it. But then, syempre, it's not wrong to ask for help or outsource if you need to. Yung ma-acknowledge mo and accept na may mga areas na sablay din, na hindi din kaya. Kaya nga, di ba sabi nila, it takes a village to raise children. So, yun, talagang yung community, it's very important. Yung connection with the support group, it's very important. Nakaka-keep yun ng sanity ng mga nanay.
Yes,
So,
support,
ngayon nang wala
diba?
tayong yung mga gymboree, ganyan, ano yung mga online classes or parang mga ganyan, get-together that we can do for our kids? Kasi syempre, gusto pa rin natin ng social interaction kahit hindi kayo magkasama, di ba? Ano yung mga pwede nating gawin for our kids to be able to, interact with other kids or interact with the teacher? Kasi syempre, it helps that we prepare them for big school, di ba? So, ano yung mga pwede nating gawin?
Syempre, hindi na ako lalayo. Diba? As the founder of the Circle Time with Teacher Justine, I encourage, I encourage the parents to, try to involve yourself and your child in online classes. Diba? Like ako, I actually have Circle Time with Teacher Justine. So what we do there is, these are the kids from ages 1.6 to mga 7 or minsan I have 9, 10 years old who joins my class. So I have 3 classes, different ages yan. So what we do there is we do the circle time, we sing songs, diba? And then we read stories, and then we do arts and crafts, and then we sing a song to our mommy, and then we sing a song to our friends. So with that kasi is, it's, when they join again the next session, they get to remember their classmates. And then ang nakakatuwa pa doon is that they get to remember yung routines, what we do, ano yung pagka-start namin, what do we do, ganyan. Because with circle time or any online classes naman, the goal of that is to really help your child. 'Di ba? Hindi lang siya pang patay oras. Na para okay si mommy ito, sige ito na lang yung class mo kasi 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes in every week meron kang class. Kasi syempre may parents na ganun. But with that, 'di ba? Parang marami kayong madidiscover as you attend the class. It's really social skills, 'di ba? The communication, mas nagiging better yung communication nila, interaction nila with their classmates. I have kids talaga before hindi sila nagpapansinan. Syempre bata eh. Tapos after ilang sessions, after few weeks, biglang where is ganyan? Her mommy is busy. Parang naghahanap, meron akong sergeant at arms sa classroom. May mga little miss teacher, may mga nakikita ka ng ganon. Sobrang cute na parang they really, doon ka matutuwa na parang, oh my gosh, they remember their names. Even if they're not together, but in that class, they kind of somewhat have a friend. Diba? And my niece, she joins my classes eh. So she refers to her friends as her classmates as my friends. My friend, she's my friend. Kahit di pa sila nag-meet. So ganun. So, parang, and the good practice of routines, which is very, very important then. And, if you have plans of enrolling your child sa school, magandang practice siya para at least, lalo na right now, kasi it's pandemic, so everything is done online. And I really have no idea kung kailan kayo mag-face-to-face or kami, teachers, di ba? So, it's nice to put them, di ba? Tingnan nyo lang yung duration. Hindi ko sinasabi na everyday, ganyan. It can be once a week. Bakit? This is just, a practice lang din for your child para ma-prepare sila for the next year.
Schooling.
So,
Yes. So, circle time with Teacher Justine. Try nyo yun.
Sali na kayo. Sali na po kayo. And, sige, sasabihin na ba natin, Sky? Teacher Fairh?
Yes, sige, go. Ikaw
Okay.
na. Go.
So, circle time with Teacher Justine. So, meron pong pag-gift sa inyo si MassageMNL. On September 18, kami po ay magkakonduct ng circle time the Teacher Justine on September 18, 11 o'clock to 11:30. So sa Massage PH Facebook page. So please like and join the group, and then doon nyo po makikita yung details for the circle time. So if you want to just try it out, join. Diba? Let's see how it works for you and ano ba yung nangyayari sa online classes. Diba? So yun. So hope to see you there.
Join na kayo, guys.
MassageMNL will post more details about it on the Facebook page. So please don't forget to follow MassageMNL para naman makita nyo yung details na yan. And that's a very good practice, mas lalo na kung first time nyo palang mag-online interaction with your children. So ayan, that is a very good practice. Kasi syempre, gaganahan yung mga anak natin kasi nakakakita sila ng ibang mga bata. And naman, since nasa bahay lang yung mga kids ngayon, palagi silang super excited pag nakakakita sila ng maliit na mga taong katulad din nila. Diba? So, ayun, please don't forget to follow the social media pages of our sponsors for tonight as well. That's Ogalala, Crayola, Melissa and Dog, Pigeon Philippines, Cove, X, Chihuahua Cosmetics. Ayan, para makasali kayo sa giveaway. I think we are flashing the names of all our sponsors on the screen so you guys can follow them on Instagram. And of course, giveaway time. We'll announce the names of the winners at the end of the show. And for our first question, guys, sobrang bongga nung prizes natin for tonight. So for the first question, winner will get a Crayola Scribble Scrubby na toy. Parang learning toy. Ganon.
Parang yung Polly Pocket siya. Tapos may color inside.
Oo, pero kung kulayan yung mga animals, tas you can wash it off, tas pwede nyo siyang i-design ulit. That's a Crayola Scribble Scrubby gift. And you also get gift packs from Cove X, Chihuahua, and Pigeon. And that's the first prize for our first question. Okay. So, ito na nga yung question. Galingan nyo, guys. Please don't forget to comment your answers here on our live session. And use the hashtag what's our hashtag? Hashtag MNL Talks. Ayan, naka-flash naman ko na sa dito. So, first question. Where can you get baby essentials, educational toys, clothes, and many more? So, the answer is, of course, from one of our sponsors. Nakita niyo dyan. So, yan. Super cute ng prize, guys. Ipopost din namin yung pictures ng prizes sa Instagram stories ng MassageMNL and Manila. Para lang makita. Ayun, nakita ko namin yung katapos.
May sumagot na.
Isa lang na brand dito sa Gavin. And you will get a Crayola Scribble Scrubby and gift packs from Homex, Chihuahua, and Pigeon. Ayun, tama yung mga sagot nila, in fairness. Okay, next. I think we should get on with our discussion. Yan. Kasi ako, personally, marami akong questions since I have a toddler. I have a 2-year-old. Pero, what are the best ways or most effective ways sa experience nyo of teaching toddlers or preschoolers?
You know, Sky, I think there is no best way to or effective no best way of teaching preschoolers, because at some point you will also fail, but you gotta keep learning, diba? And I think what's good about teaching early years, it's fun to make a mess pa, because it's sa amin mga early years educator, we say that it's during those messy time, that's when learning happens, and what we call the teachable moments, doon nag-a-arise yung lahat. So I think don't be afraid to experiment and find the one that works best for you. So kung ngayon you think na you try this play base, and then you go to the more the worksheet type, find the one that works best for you at the moment, because there's no one it's not one size fits all, because it depends then on family's needs. Yun nga kanina, we talk about the child's learning style and interest. But I think for me, personally lang, as long as your kids are enjoying and learning, no matter how, you think they're slow, I think, you're doing a great job, and that's the effective way. That's the best way. Yeah. For me, how about you, teacher?
Yeah, actually, that's true. Just be don't be afraid to make a mess, diba? Don't be afraid na, when you make a mess, let them help you pack away.
Clean up.
Diba? To clean up. Barnisong, clean up. Favorite nila yan. Diba? So, just don't, it's just really a matter of giving time. Diba? Kasi it doesn't really need to be, kailangan 24/7, turuan ko yung bata ko. Hindi ganon. You just really need to allot a certain time, diba? And sit down with your child, diba? And be intentional in teaching, be intentional in playing. Kasi diba kayo nga, sige, how about you, Sky, and yung mga nanonood sa atin, diba? Parang, how do you play with your child? How do you make time for your child, diba? Very interested ako malaman. Kasi as parents, diba, like, the community in Dubai, the OFWs talaga doon, they don't really have help. But most of them are homeschooling. Pero dito sa Philippines then, parents are working, pero they have help, diba? So, I wanna see lang din, diba? Parang, paano nga ba kayo nakikipaglaro sa mga anak ninyo? And gaano kahaba, diba? Kasi it's just really, yun.
Depende sa patience ko for today.
That's true, diba?
Yeah.
And that's really normal.
I think it's different talaga with parents. Depende sa oras na meron din sila. Depende sa time of the day, ganyan. Ako, usually, my playtime with Astrid is when she wakes up in the morning or before siya matulog. Kasi yun yung, for us yun yung time na nag-ano siya ng energy. Nag-uubos ng energy. Kuwari, pag before siya matulog sa gabi, parang meron pa siyang natitirang energy. So, we try to finish that energy para matulog na siya. So, that's the usual time that we play. Pero for me, what I do and what's effective for us is that I try to incorporate learning sa mga small everyday tasks na para kuwari, bibihisan ko siya, papakita ko sa kanya yung dress niya. So, what color is your dress? Gaganunin ko siya. Yung mga pitik-pitik lang, para lang din hindi siya, I think, this is a totally different topic, but kids are also prone to being parang burnt out pag masyado mo silang pinipilit mag-aral, di ba? So,
Yes.
maganda yung sa amin, what's effective is yun. Yung mga simpleng pitik-pitik lang na kung binigyan mo siya ng cookie, 2 pieces ng cookie. So, count your cookie. How many cookies do you have? Yung mga ganon. So, ayun, ganon for us. Pero sa iba nating mga audience, ito sabi ni DC, I give my whole time sa anak ko pag off ko, mula umaga hanggang gabi at hanggang malubat na siya. Ayan, reading books ang gusto nila.
Grabe!
Grabe
Energy!
Oo, kasi ang hirap, it's not a joke to play with your kids, Nakakapagod. Minsan hindi sila napapagod. Hindi sila napapagod, di ba? Na parang, ang dami nilang gustong-gustong gawin. And sabi ni Fairh, I've learned a lot from Teacher Justine. She helps me to just have fun teaching my son, Daniel. Kilala mo ba to, Justine?
Student ko siya before.
Sabi ni Chris, routine talaga and simple basic skills. At least 30 minutes every day na parang with pictures. Okay, ayun. Tapos meron din nagsabi si Christian, 2 hours after shift. Me, I work from home. Pag idle sa work, I play with whenever I can. Ayun. Ayun, ay talagang iba-iba for each parent, no? Depende rin talaga sa oras. And I think this time kasi talaga is an adjustment period for us. Kasi before, pag pumunta tayo sa office, pag uwi natin sa bahay, shutdown tayo. We can do playtime with our kids, we can do our chores. Pero ngayon na nasa bahay ka nag-work, parang medyo hindi pa natin alam kung paano tayo mag-multitask. So, I think it's very important that we find ways then for our kids to, learn yung mga kahit lang sa everyday na ginagawa natin in our lives.
Yeah. It's really how you make it, it's really how you try to make it work. Different family, different lifestyle, different ways, diba? It's really how, by the end of the day kasi, diba, parang, you question yourself, diba, parang, na-feel ko ba yung love tank ng anak ko? What is missing? Alam mo yun, as simple as that. Kasi ang importante, diba, syempre as a parent, is what you want is to always make your child feel loved. Yun naman yung importante, pero hindi naman yan kung ano yung ginawa, ano binili mo, ganyan. So, you just ask your child, diba?
Oh, and yeah, normally, ang mga bata, hindi rin nila maaalala exactly yung kung ano yung nangyari. But yung how they feel about a certain activity, like they had fun, ganyan. So, and also, minsan kasi ang mindset natin is, I need to spend like, or give 1 hour for playtime. Pero, dun sa 1 hour na yon, maraming interruptions. But if you could give like, let's say, 15 na no interruptions, like the quality time, so that's already, best for you and your child. So, yung iba-iba nga yung like what you guys said, na iba-iba talaga yung lifestyle, family's needs, may mga talagang yung demand ng works, din, sobrang taas din. So, at the end of the day, it's how the bonding that you had with your child. At saka
Quality,
the quality time that you spend with your kids. And then don't feel bad if you just spend like 10 minutes of your time. But if that 10 minutes is like, alam mo yon, the best 10 minutes. Kasi yung minsan tayo parang iniisip natin, ang konti. Pero like kanina minention ni Teacher Justine, when they talk to their teachers, the kid would really highlight, parang bida talaga si mommy and si daddy. That my mom is the best mom in the world.
Yeah.
My dad is a hero, superhero. Ganun. So, don't feel bad kasi the experience that you're trying to give your kids, it matters.
You always give yourself a tap at the back, diba? Na parang you did your best, diba? If ngayon talaga hindi kaya, it's okay. May tomorrow. Diba? May weekend, ganyan. Huwag niyo lang kalimutan. Kasi yun diba? Parang tao lang din, napapagod. Diba? Everyone is actually tired right now, diba? With the pandemic, diba? So, don't forget then to take care of yourself, diba? So, para you can give more to your anak.
Yeah, kids.
Crochet kayo. Joke lang.
Pero since we are our kids are learning from home, how do we check the progress of a child? Is there like a certain grading system? And what if they are not enrolled in any school? Tas homeschool sila ng mga parents. So, is there a certain way to check the progress of learning?
Mm. Yeah, we have what we call this developmental milestones. So yung developmental milestones, it consists of mga checklist of what you should expect your child to be learning at a certain level or age. Ganyan. So maybe you could check that and see. That's a standard. But I'm not saying naman na kailangan lahat ng nandun sa checklist ma-master ng mga kids. No, hindi. But again, it's just a guide for you to know na, ito pala at this time, ito pala yung dapat na natuturo ko na, na-introduce ko na. And sa mga bata, the way to check their progress, it's not the pen or paper type of assessment pa na, kailangan nilang mag-answer ng parang quiz type, hindi. Just observe, then you do parang record it, then see patterns, then you evaluate, and then do coaching with your child, yung feedback type nga. Kasi parang hindi normal sa mga parents yung parang you do feedback with your kids, di ba? But we could try that na, you are doing well at this certain area already, good job, but we need to improve more on this, certain areas. So at least your child is also aware of what he or she can already do. And then also the parents, they are able to parang have a coaching. And then in that way, parang tawag dito, nag-build ng relationship with your kids. Yeah.
Ako to add to that lang din, diba? I just want to press lang din na, diba? Syempre, when we talk about the progress of the child, kasi dyan pumapasok yung mga parents na, bakit si ganito, bakit si ganyan, ay si ganito, si ganyan, diba? So, if it concerns you already, okay, I would really, go talk to your doctor. Okay? Lalo na right now that it's pandemic, 'di ba? Kasi before in school, in preschool setup, 'di ba? The teachers kasi can assess or they can see the progress of the child. 'Di ba? So nakikita nila na parang okay, hindi pa pala siya marunong magganto, or parang okay, so parang hindi pa pala siya nakakasabay. So he or she needs extra help. So may mga factors kasi na ganoon sa preschool. But then right now na everyone is at home, you don't, 'di ba? And then you keep comparing pa rin. So, if it concerns you, go to your doctor. That's why they're doctors. They are meant to help you and, put you at ease. Diba? Your friends are not doctors. The experience of your friends may not be the same as your experience. Obviously, kaya nga, diba, you get to compare. But then, just always be reminded na different child, different pacing. That doesn't make your child less of the other kids. So, just, if it concerns you, go talk to your doctor. Diba? Kasi if you compare, masasama lang loob mo. Or sasama lang yung loob ng, mo yon. So,
and it's not fair to the kids as well. It's not fair to them.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Yeah. Every child is unique,
Yes.
Ay, may mga bata tayo na, meron ako mga students na hindi talaga nagsasalita. Very shy type nung nasa kinder. Pero ngayon, may YouTube channel. Yung gano'n. So parang, like, mahaba yung what I mean is that meron silang own time to flourish, to grow. So sa ngayon, parang what you can do is to really like get to know your child, yung interest nga nila, observe by observing and see patterns. And if you think na, or if you see na hindi, parang, ito yung sa developmental milestone nila, parang hindi ko pa ito nakikita na nagagawa ng anak ko. So, yeah, mark that, note niyo yan, and then ask
Practice it.
for help. Oo. But then, don't jump into conclusion naman na, may problema yung anak ko, parang hindi yata normal yung anak ko. Hindi naman, di ba? Kasi may mga bata lang talaga na sadyang late bloomer, di ba? So, ayun, comparing will not be helpful. And like what Teacher Justine mentioned, if you have concerns, yung mga red flags natin tinatawag, then you have to seek help, professional help.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think, yung parents, especially moms, pag meron kang feeling na, meron kang feeling na parang merong hindi tama, it's very important that we ask help from experts na it can be teachers or our doctors, ganyan. It's very important that we ask them for help kasi hindi pwedeng kutob lang siya forever. Kasi it will really bother you. And I think that's also one of the reasons why some moms fall into postpartum depression sa later years na. Kasi sabi ng mga experts, postpartum depression can happen even if your kid is already 5 years old or a little older, di ba? So, I think, yun, pumapasok doon yung, because we always compare to others, ganyan. So, kung meron kayong gut feel na parang merong hindi tama or feeling nyo may mali, you always have these people to help you. So, yung teachers, doctors, ganyan. So, eto, yung next question ko naman. This is very interesting for me because marami akong kilalang mga bata who doesn't like reading. So, when do I teach my child to read? And what if she doesn't show interest in reading?
Doesn't show interest in reading. Maraming batang ganyan na ayaw magbasa, ayaw magsulat, but that doesn't mean they don't know how. So, very interesting din to as a preschool teacher kasi ito yung, alam mo yung challenging sa mga bagets talaga na, pag nagturo ka. But then, you just really have to show diba? Show interest. Ikaw as a parent, ikaw as kasama, pakita mo paano yung reading, what you get from reading. Kasi diba kids, they like copying their parents. Diba? And then you expose them. Diba? You expose them sa mga, like, kunyari, yan, circle time again. Circle time po. May mga reading doon. So, may mga kids ako doon na hindi marunong magbasa before. Ngayon, sobrang excited na sila na magbasa kahit hindi sila marunong magbasa. So, nagpe-pretend read sila. So, from zero interest to now showing interest, diba? Parang ganun. Talagang it's just really may progress. So, talagang it's just really showing, parang modeling it to them. Diba? So, meron pa yan, okay, kunyari, Sky and Daddy, read the story. It's your turn. May ganon. So, dati, si Daddy nagbabasa. So, sinabihan mo si Daddy na, Daddy, you read with your child. Word by word. So, kahit mga 5 minutes tayo dito, okay lang. Kasi, gusto rin ng bata makisali. Pero, ngayon, okay, Daddy and Sky, it's your turn to read. Wala si Daddy, busy sasabihin ni Sky. Nag-pretend na. O, diba? Parang yung progress lang talaga of by showing it or modeling it. Doon diba? Parang how would the child be interested with something na hindi naman sa kanila pinapakita on how to do it the right way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you provide opportunities for your kids to find interest in reading. So maybe first siguro tip that I can give is mag-start ka again knowing your child's interest, diba? So if your child likes dinosaurs, so you start by giving or mag-provide ka doon ng parang mga books about dinosaurs. So because your child likes dinosaur, talagang magpupukaw ng interest niya yung doon, uy, dinosaur. And then yung makita pa lang niya yung book and then he would start flipping it, that would already show interest. And then when you see that, then you can follow up like, do you want mommy to read you the story about the dinosaur? And then when you read, you try to point word by word. So kasi also it will help them develop yung we call it the whole language approach. So kaya minsan, kapag paulit-ulit na binabasa ng parent yung book, ang akala ng mga mami, yung anak ko magaling na magbasa, marunong na magbasa. But little they know na familiarity yun kasi they keep on reading it. So parang na-memorize na nila. It's in the form of sight reading. So, but that's not wrong Para sinasabi nila na, that's a wrong way to teach reading. No. It's one of the parang techniques or approach in teaching reading to your kids. So you can do read alouds and then expose, model the love for reading so that your child will also be interested in reading.
Eto, meron tanong si Chris Lorilia. Ano po dapat maunang ituro? Reading or writing or dapat ba simultaneously?
Wait.
Okay. So, kasi we go way back, fine motors yan.
Oh, yes, exactly. Sa writing kasi, papasok dyan yung readiness din ng mga bata. Kasi minsan pinipilit natin yung mga kids to write na, pero they cannot even hold the pencil yet. Diba? So for toddlers, preschoolers, ganyan, kami sa preschool, what we do is we do a lot of fine motor activities with the kids, and it's not holding the pencil. Yung mga fine motor activities namin include
Clay.
clay, yes, play-doh, lacing,
Pegs.
yung pegs,
Pegs.
yun, yung
Mga clips.
transfer using the pegs. Yung sipit nyo sa bahay,
Yung tongs ninyo.
Oh,
ilabas.
yung spoon. So, when you see that your child is ready, parang develop na yung yung muscles nila sa finger muscles. Then you can start, giving yung pencil, yung sa writing. No, in reading naman, for me this is my personal opinion. The best way for me to teach reading is actually through sounds, the phonics. Kami, what we do in preschool is we let them introduce them the sounds. Kasi that's how we read, diba? Not by the letter name. So when we read cat, hindi naman natin sinasabi C-A-T. Pag sinabi mo C-A-T, that's not even reading. That's just, spelling out C-A-T. But when you read, you say at, cat. So that's sound. So you start by really giving more opportunity for your child to master the sound, the phonics first. And then from there, you build. When they already master the phonics, the sounds, then you introduce the letter name and start blending the sounds. And make it a game. Like, okay, let's try to guess what this word is. It's at. What is that word? And then they will, yung isip nila like, what is that? And then they start blending. And then, is that cat? Yes, correct. That's cat. So, yeah.
May format, of how. But then it's how it works with your child then and yung readiness niya.
Okay, so etong next question. Ito matindi ang debate ng lahat ng mga parents at ng experts with this one. How long should I allow screen time, or do we allow even screen time for children?
Okay. Wala pa rin tayong nag-post doon
Alam mo kasi given with the pandemic talaga ang go-to ang best help sa atin as adults is manood ka na lang. Behave, keep quiet and just watch.
Ganon, oo. When we do our chores. Pero is it okay for us to give screen time for our kids, or meron bang acceptable number of minutes that we let them do it? Or kayo, like personally, I think wala namang certain law or parang rule, diba? Wala namang ganon eh. So,
ako personally,
go, teacher.
Sige.
Okay. Ako personally, kasi we live in technology talagang, yung generation ngayon, they learn talaga through technology. So, syempre, that's the use ng gadget, no? So, it depends on the goal as well. If your goal is for them to learn, that's okay. So, and then again, it depends on you as a parent, kung hanggang ilang oras mo i-allow yung child mo to have the screen time. So, what you can do is have a screen time guidelines with your kids, kung ano lang yung dapat nilang, they can use this to learn, or maybe minsan, di ba, siguro naman we can reward our kids with parang mga playtime. Okay lang yun. Wala namang masama doon. Kasi even as adults, we like that. So, yun lang. I think it depends on the parents kung anong goal nila, why they allow the child to use yung screen, gadgets. And as much as possible, syempre, limit the use of it. So, kung ano yung limit ninyo, hindi na ako yung makakasagot noon. Kasi, depende naman yan sa atin. Bawat parents, iba-iba naman din ang take dyan. So, maybe limit, kasi yung radiation din noon, too much exposure sa screen can also have, may possible harmful effect din yan sa bata. So, try to consider that as well. And I would suggest na maging more creative ka, be more intentional as a parent to give mga more hands-on activities. Kasi pag nag-e-enjoy yung mga bata dun sa ginagawa niyong hands-on activities, hindi sila magre-result to using gadget to alam mo yun, to learn or to watch things. So I think yun lang, there should be a balance between yun nga, yung mga activities daily and at the same time allowing them for screen time.
For you,
Yes,
Teacher
that's-
Justine.
Sa akin, you know, I look after kasi ano yung effect nun. So, whether 1 hour mo panoorin yan, pero nakakausap mo ng maayos yung bata, she or he responds very well, or yung processing niya of answering to your question is andon, I think, I wouldn't say na okay lang. Kasi wala naman na tayong magagawa eh. This is the reality now, di ba? We sort to watching. But then siguro ako, if nakita mo na hindi na yung anak mo nagsasalita or doesn't respond to you, doesn't talk to you, doesn't answer your questions, I think you should step back and reassess kung ano ba yung dapat mong ibigay. 'Di ba? Sometimes kasi, when you watch kasi, it's a one-way communication eh. Hindi ka naman tinatanong ng pinapanood mo na, okay, what did we do earlier? Okay, what color before the blue? Alam mo yun, wala namang ganon. So I think it's really, after you watch, what do you do? Do you review? Do you talk to your child? Do you, may pa-reflection ba kayo? It's how you use it. So, kasi syempre, pag sinabi mo huwag talaga, maraming magagalit na magulang, di ba? Ang daming excuses, ang daming ganyan. So, it's really up to you and kung paano nyo siya gawin by the end of the day. Di ba? Just don't forget to talk to your child. No matter how busy you are, talk to your child. What did you watch today? Okay, kunyari, sino ba mga sikat ngayon? Ako, pamangkin ko, favorite si Katie's Classroom. Okay, what did Katie do? What did you do with Katie? Alam mo yung mga ganon? Or si Coco Melon. Ano bang ako personally, I don't watch Coco Melon. I don't. Kasi una-una. So, kasi just like us with K-dramas, diba, or Netflix, it's very addicting. What more pa with the child? So, if you can resort with something na, na activity talaga, utusan mo na lang. Ako, I'd rather na utusan mo yung bata na, okay, can you fix the bed? Rather than watching, diba? Parang utusan mo na lang, matututo pa siya ng life skills. Diba? Parang ganon. But I don't know, kasi it depends sa'yo yan as a parent eh. Kasi wala namang, sa studies ngayon, there's no study naman na, parang most people din naman are, nakikita yung negative effect. Diba? But then there are also positive effects. It's just really on how you use it. How you use that kind of platform. So yun lang.
Ayun, I love it. Okay, so, yun. Yung mga actually marami ring take yung mga parents who's watching right now. Kasi sinasabi nga nila na mayroong mga favorite na mga cartoons yung anak nila, ganyan. Pero it's also, finding age-appropriate things to let your children watch. Kasi parang ako, as my baby was younger, she loves Coco Melon. Ngayon, ayaw na niya ng cartoons. Gusto niya na yung may tao. Parang may host na tao, ganon. And I think that's good kasi nag-i-improve din yung, communication skills. Kasi tao pa rin yun eh. Tao pa rin yung kausap mo, hindi lang sila cartoons, ganyan. Okay, I think, ayan, may nagsasabi na sa akin na second giveaway na, guys. Okay, second giveaway, guys. Please don't forget to follow the social media pages of Ogalala, Crayola, Melissa and Dog, Pigeon Philippines, Cove X, Chihuahua Cosmetics, to be able to join the giveaway. And of course, we will announce the names at the end of the show. Okay. Ay, bongga, teka lang. So, the second giveaway will get the prize of a Halilit drum set that can be bought at Ogalala and gift pack from Cove X, Chihuahua, and Pigeon. So, meron kang toy, tapos meron kang mga gift packs from our sponsors as well. That's for the second question. Okay, so the question is, what is the episode's special topic? Ayan. Guys, naka-flash yun sa screen mga 2 seconds ago. So, dapat mag-get yan. Okay, and please don't forget to comment your answers on this live session with the hashtag MNL Talks. Ay, ang bongga. Ayan, ang dami na agad sagot ng mga tao. Okay, so to keep the ball rolling, eto, how do I keep up with my child's energy and attention span?
Ang favorite ko dyan. Yes, yan ang favorite line namin. Umiiyak ang bata. If you can't beat them, join them. Makulit. If you can't beat them, join them. Diba?
Yeah.
Sometimes, baka mamaya it's a little way of God telling you na, release the child in you.
No,
But,
that's true.
yun eh. Energy, syempre, right now, pandemic, wala naman, hindi nila na ilalabas ang energy nila sa labas.
Yeah.
Gusto mong may bike kayo, lalabas kayo, mapaparaning ka kasi may dumadaan sa labas. I mean, like, it's so hard to come up with activity na sa kinalakihan natin. Like, swimming, biking, di ba? Ganon. Ako, growing up, doon ako nilagay ng parents ko, sports talaga. Pero right now, even sports, di ba parang everything is online? Di ba parang...
But you can maximize the use of that, diba? If they're
Yes.
offering mga online Zumba for kids, yoga for kids, you parang you
Yes.
help your child channel this energy to something useful. Like, na magiging productive sila. And makakatulong din sa'yo. So yun, be creative, yung mga even arts, doing arts, or joining circle time can be also one way to, keep up with your child's
Yes.
energy. Kasi pag ang mga bata, magulo yan, pagka maligalig sila, it's because they are trying to look for ways na pwede nilang gawin, diba? So, iisipin na tatakbo yan, iikot yan, ganyan. So, that's how really they put their energy sa ganong pagtatakbo-takbo. But yun nga, you can channel your child's energy by doing something. So, I learned this from one of my parents, no, na ang ginagawa niya sa mga bata, she would gather yung mga scraps sa house, yung mga toilet tissue paper, mga kung ano-ano dyan, mga lids, nung bottle lids, ganyan, anything. And then, she would she came up with this activity kasi iba-ibang level yung kids eh. So parang give mommy or give us, they challenge the kids to create something out of those scraps. Tapos, the winner would get a special prize. So, syempre, yung mga bata, kahit iba-ibang level sila, they got to think of yung parang anong gagawin nila dun sa scrap nila. So, nagiging creative sila. And at the same time, siguro, wala naman ako doon to really observe, but I am just assuming na siguro nagkaroon na rin ng collaboration doon na siguro sasabihin ng bata, if you win ha, penny prize ha. So, sige, you help me with this, yung gano'n. So, siguro may teamwork na rin nangyari doon or collaboration. Ganyan. But that's a nice activity na pwedeng gawin sa bahay. Parang give them something that they can do para doon nila maput yung energy nila. And again, if you can't beat them, join them. So, kung takbo sila, takbo na lang din kayo sa buong bahay. Ganyan.
Exercise na din natin yun for the day.
Ganyan.
Laro kayo, tago-taguan.
Speaking of playing, what toys should I buy for my preschoolers?
Yun. Sobrang dami niyan ngayon online, 'di ba? So this one is a really nice question na ano nga ba ang dapat kong bilhin? With all the toys that's, lumalabas. Ako make sure na the toys, kasi ako spoiler ako eh. I spoil my pamangkin with toys talaga. Hindi ko alam kung para sa kanya o para sa akin. So nagtatanong na yung mga tao. Pero syempre toys kasi 'di ba? It creates, you just really have to be kailangan alam mo lang bakit mo binibili to. Ano ba yung makukuha niya dito? There are different kinds of toys. Meron kasing close-ended or open-ended toys, 'di ba? When we say that, ito yung mga toys na pag puzzle. After ng puzzle, anong gagawin mo? 'Di ba? So, come up with activities, parang look for toys na, yung magagamit niya talaga na after nito, may magagawa pa siyang iba. Para maano yung problem-solving skills niya, ano pa pwede kong gawin dito, yung open-ended, 'di ba? So, yun, alam ko maraming sobrang gandang toys. But then, if you have the means, go buy it, 'di ba? But, if you want to be intentional or more educational, check nyo, educate yourself na parang ano nga ba yung toys na dapat kong bilhin. Kasi may mga ibang crafts na, may ibang toys na you can do it as crafts eh. 'Di ba? So you can, yun, you can just make your own. O 'di ba? 30 minutes yon of your time. Iwan nyo lang siya. Okay, you copy this one. Ganon. Or, yun, it's really up sa inyo. Kasi, syempre, with kids, kasi nasa age sila ng pretend play. So, marami silang matututunan dyan. So, yun, be mindful lang of the toys. Wala namang tama or mali. Diba? It's just really on how, yung purpose lang nung toy. Ano ba yung ginagawa nun? So, yun.
Yes. And I think you just have to keep it simple. Kasi minsan bumibili ng toys tapos hindi naman alam laruin ng bata. So tendency, itatago lang, diba? Itatabi lang. Tapos, or meron naman, bibili, pero sasabihin sa mga bata, oh, wag mo munang gagamitin to, ha? Yung parang, binili niyo pa, hindi nyo naman gagamitin. But yeah, so when it comes to toys, I think it's okay lang na few, pero magagamit talaga nila. Or simple, meaning na even iwan mo siya na mag-isa, kaya niyang i-manipulate, kaya niyang laruin yung certain, yung toy na yun. And yun
Make sure it's age appropriate din.
Yes, and age appropriate also. But you know what? I noticed din naman sa mga bata, di ba, napansin niyo ba na may mga bata na kahit binilhan mo ng sobrang gaganda ng toys at sobrang mahal na toys, pero gagamitin nila yung walis,
remote.
Kasi daw sila, they can fly with the broom daw. Or yung blanket, di ba? Yun lang yung laruan nila. Or kahit yung mga boxes dun sa bahay nyo, ginagawa nilang train na sarili nila. So, yun nga.
Actually, yung kids parang pusa. Di ba? Like yung mga cats, di ba, if you give them toys, they don't wanna play with the toys, they wanna play with the boxes. Ganon. Minsan kasi it's parang it's a way daw for children to use their imagination. So kasi minsan when we give them readily available toys, na alam mo yon, merong certain way on how to play them. It bores them. Pero pag binigyan mo sila ng a simpler kind of toy, na parang ibang ways kung pwede nilang paglaruan yon, mas na-challenge sila. And actually, ako, one of my favorite talaga, kahit hindi natin sila sponsor, one of my favorite stores talaga is Ugalala. Kasi before, when Astrid was a baby, I buy toys for her na pang baby talaga dun sa store. Now, parang ngayon, she likes pretend play, so meron dong mga walis, ganyan. So she can do that. Like kitchen, ganyan. So, tapos they also practice STEAM, which is yung science, technology, engineering, arts, mathematics. So, ayun din, with that, parang ma-tailor fit mo din yung paglaro ng anak mo with their interests, di ba? Like if your child likes arts, if your child likes science or something like that, ayun, makakahanap kayo ng toys for that there in Ugalala. Ayan, dun talaga ako bumibili ng toys ni Astrid before. And what I like most about mga toys nila, like let's say si Melissa and Dog, kasi yung mga toys nila are gawa sa kahoy. So parang ako, feeling ko, pag ayaw na ni Astrid, I can keep it, and baka sa mga pamangkin ko, they want toys, di ba? Kasi it's important din for parents na the toys that we give our children, parang worth it yung gastos mo. Nakapag-return of investment ka na kasi natuto sila from the toys. May return of investment ka pa kasi pwede mo pa siyang gamitin ulit sa susunod mong anak, ganyan, or pwede mong ibigay sa mga friends, di ba? So, ayun, mamaya meron tayong giveaway for that. Pero ito, yung next question ko, is routine important? Kasi before, for babies, as in newborns, it's very important so that they'll learn how everything works, diba? But for younger children or for toddler, is routine important pa rin ba sa kanila?
Yes. Ako, as early, diba, baby pa sila, may routine na kayo eh. Sleeping schedule, feeding schedule. So, tuloy nyo lang. Kasi routine is why is it important? Kasi with kids, why is it that before pre-pandemic, when we go out, sasabihan nyo yung bata na, okay, we're gonna go to the mall. You make the kids excited, diba? So, but, may mga ganun kayo. So, with routine, kasi parang alam ng bata yung schedule eh. Diba? Same thing with adults. Dapat yung bata, they are aware of kung ano yung gagawin nila. Diba? You don't surprise them na, okay, worksheet now. okay, you have school today. Okay, you have to do this. Don't surprise them. Kasi, just like us, di ba, we get overwhelmed din. Napipressure din tayo, nasistress din tayo. So, tendency yung bata ayaw gawin. So, with routines talaga is, routine is important kasi it will help you din have then kung ano yung plan nyo for the day. 'Di ba? Kunyari sa morning, anong oras yung gising niya, anong oras siya kakain, anong oras yung playtime niya, anong oras yung ano tawag dito, yung pagnood niya sa tab niya. And then the rest follows, 'di ba? So, alam nila. So, pag time na kunyari for sleeping or for napping, balikan nyo lang sila na okay, is it time for playing? Is it time for eating? Kasi ang kids, they are best in excuses. So, hindi sila mawawala ng excuses pag ayaw nilang gawin yung pinapagawa mo. So, with routine, ipaskill nyo yan sa wall ninyo. Maraming gumagawa niyan. Para at least the kids would know na parang, okay, is it time? Is it time to eat? Is it time to ano? So, the kids mismo, they know kung ano yung gagawin nila. And also, with this way then is the kids will feel respected. Hindi lang adults yung kailangan ng respect. So you have to also respect your child's schedule, 'di ba? By you have to keep your promises. Like kunyari, mommy, it's time to watch. Pero ayaw mo siyang panoorin kasi ginagamit mo pa yung phone, ganyan or whatever. You have to respect. Okay? So it's the same thing with adults. So ganun yung kids na parang hindi ko sinasabi na once you do the routine ones, game agad yan. Hindi. It will take you days before they adapt to the routine. So you have to be patient if you want to see changes. Hindi siya bigla-bigla. So, yes, routine is important. Do that, parents.
Yes. I agree with that. Routine gives the children a sense of security and a sense of discipline. And at the same time, body clock nila yun eh. They don't have the concept of like yung time na concept natin, like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, but they base their activities based on the predictable schedule. Like, kunyari, after snack time, it's their nap time. So they base that, right, mommy? After I eat my snack, I should nap. Ganon. So that's why routine is very important. I would, parang lang to, additional tip lang on making routines. Kasi minsan ang ginagawa natin routines, diba, by time. Like for example, in the morning, 8 a.m., they wake up. Ganyan. So maybe what you can do also is give parang an activity or name the day something. Like for example, Monday is a messy Monday, thinking Tuesday, wacky Wednesday, ganyan. So, kunyari sa messy Monday, what activities you will do is like, siguro painting, because that's messy, or you define na lang what messy is to you. Then thinking Tuesday, maybe perhaps you could do math, because it's thinking, like the reading, the writing, ganyan. So, when they know that it's Monday, it's Monday, it's messy Monday. So, they know what activities that they will do on a Monday. Or if like wacky Wednesday, you do music and movements. So they think like, okay, it's Wednesday today, so we're gonna do music and movement. I think I got this idea from the KCC, one of the trainings I attended, the Kid Starter Curious Curriculum, if they're familiar with that. But it's a good parang activity to try to practice routine also.
Ayun. So, thank you guys. Ayan, I think we will do our third giveaway. Please don't forget to like the social media pages of Ogallala, Crayola, Melissa and Dog, Pigeon Philippines, Kovex, and Chihuahua Cosmetics. Okay, question number 3 will get a Melissa and Dog Dust, Sweep, and Mop na gift box. And then gift packs from Kovex, Chihuahua, and Pigeon. Actually, ito yung favorite ko from all the prizes. Bongga to. So it's Melissa and Dog, Dust, Sweep, and Mop. Okay, question is, where will Teacher Justine conduct free circle time with Teacher Justine for you? Ulit-ulit. So, saan natin time with Teacher Justine? What day?
Saan tayo? Sa September 18.
Ayan, galingan nyo guys. Ayan, may mga tama ng sagot. Ang galing talaga ng mga audience natin. Perfect. Okay, while we are getting the names of our winners, Teacher Justine and Teacher Faye, do you have anything to promote or any last tips for our viewers? Teacher Faye, you go first.
Yes, I don't have anything to promote. I leave that to Teacher Justine. But I think, lang siguro, encouragement lang to our audience ngayon, no, sa ating mga families, parents, mommies na nandito. Yeah, so my encouragement would be yung we often hear this na yung kino-compare yung teaching natin sa kids to planting seeds, 'di ba? So they hear that a lot na teaching our kids or investing time with our kids is like planting the seeds, and we need to nurture, 'di ba, para makita natin yung growth nila. And then yung growth nung specific plant, it's different. Like some needs to be exposed to sunlight, yung iba naman less exposure, ganyan. Pero parehas silang may capacity to grow and bloom according sa time nila. So, you know, they are different but same. And it's just like with children. So, my encouragement is that you trust your child to learn, and also trust yourself in the process of teaching. Yun. Kung tayo mapanghinaan ng loob, kasi if we love our kids, we'll do our best to learn and grow together. Saka be flexible, at saka not be irreligious, but most importantly, I think what we all need to do is to pray and ask God for wisdom. Kasi may mga bagay na, especially now that it's pandemic, na hindi naman talaga natin control. And we need to surrender that to God, diba? Because after all, alam natin is God has best plans for each family. So just have that faith that all things will unfold as it is. So that's my encouragement. And thank you for having me, MassageMNL. Thank you, Teacher Justine, for inviting me. Thank you, Sky. I had fun.
Teacher Faye. How about you, Teacher Justine? Any last words?
Oo. So, besides being present in the now, di ba, mommies, daddies, titos, titas, lola, and lola, you are doing a great job. And I know you are doing your best, di ba, to give everything for sa apo nyo, sa anak nyo. So, just, acknowledge then the things that you do for your kids, di ba, in a very loving way. And yun, your kids and your apos will never, hindi naman sila two forever. Yan yung favorite ko. So, hindi sila two. So, be present now. Diba? Parang play with them more. Make time for them more. So, yun. And besides that, thank you, MassageMNL, for having me here and talk about intentional teaching. And I just want to remind everyone, on September 18 at 11 to 11:30 po, Circle Time with Teacher Justine sa Massage PH Facebook page. So we will be posting more details about it. So make sure na you follow MassageMNL and Massage PH Facebook pages and Instagram. And yon, if you wanna, So see you guys on September 18.
Yay! Thank you, Teacher. Thank you so much. Bye! Okay, I think ready na yung winners natin. Ready na agad. Yay! Okay, winners are... Let's flash the names of our winners. First winner is DC Charles. Second winner is Sarah Abrera. And third is Frank Villafania. Ayan, thank you guys for joining our giveaway. A MassageMNL team member will get in touch with you on how you can claim your prizes. So thank you very much to our sponsors for tonight, Odalala, Crayola, Melissa and Dog, Pigeon PH, Provex, and Chihuahua Cosmetics. Ayan, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in for another episode of MNL Talks. We will see you again next episode, next Friday, only here on MassageMNL Facebook page and When in Manila. See you guys. Bye.